Good day, I'm Carrie-Ann Smith and this is your JIS News for Friday, September 7. Prime Minister Andrew Holness and other CARICOM members have renewed their commitment to tackling critical issues affecting the full implementation of the Single Market and Economy CSME. At the 9th meeting of the Prime Ministerial Subcommittee on the CSME in Barbados Wednesday, regional leaders discussed the free movement of persons, skills, services and establishment. Contingent rights, labor, travel facilitation, and the role of the private sector were also covered at the meeting. Expressing satisfaction with the pace of discussions, CARICOM Chairman Prime Minister Andrew Holness urged member states to move forward with agreements reached at July's conference in Montego Bay. He also encouraged member states to ensure that frameworks were in place to consistently monitor implementation of those commitments. In the meantime, strides have been made to align regional procurement and economic policies to include deposit insurance and credit bureaus. Those discussions were strengthened following Tuesday's meeting of regional finance ministers. The ministers met as part of the 6th special meeting of the Council for Finance and Planning. 155,813 children under the Program of Advancement through Health and Education PATH will each receive a grant of $3,500 to help with this year's school expenses. Payments will be made available to registered PATH students in primary and secondary schools across the island on September 11 through the Ministry of Labour and Social Security. Portfolio Minister Shahini Robinson says the new grant scheme is part of the ministry's work to increase and improve its social safety net programs.
Every child must have the opportunity to stay in school, and every child must have the opportunity to learn. Therefore, this new benefit will be made annually and will be paid again in the August 2019 payment cycle and in ensuing years.
The Education Ministry will be hosting a series of primary exit profile PEP camps to provide additional support to students, teachers and parents. PEP will replace the Grade 6 Achievement Test GSAT as the National Secondary School Placement Examination next year. Chief Education Officer Dr. Grace McLean says the PEP camps are designed to assist parents, children and all other stakeholders get a proper understanding of the exam. The camps will be held from September 15 to October 21 and will be held at venues in each of the ministry's 6 regions. For registration and additional information about the camps, interested persons can email tonyann.rankin@ncel.gov.jm or call, text and WhatsApp 876-552-8376. More workers are choosing to seek conciliation services of the Ministry of Labour and Social Security directly. As a result, there has been a sharp decrease in unionized cases being referred to the Industrial Dispute Tribunal IDT for settlement. Portfolio Minister Shahini Robinson gave the update Tuesday at her quarterly press briefing.
For the period January 2017 through December 2017, 62 disputes were referred to the IDT. Of these disputes, 55 or 89% were non-unionized cases, while only 7 or 11% were unionized cases. As of August 2018, of the total number of cases sent to the IDT for arbitration, only 9 were unionized.
The IDT currently has 67 active and 5 inactive disputes. The 5 inactive disputes are currently before the courts. In the meantime, Minister Robinson said the state was finalizing the lease agreement for the IDT offices in Western Jamaica. It should give workers and employers greater access to the IDT's arbitration services by the end of the financial year. Meanwhile, the Labour and Social Security Minister says no decision has been made to redesign the National Insurance Fund NIF's portfolio. She, however, says the NIF will be merged with the National Insurance Scheme and be given corporate status. According to Minister Robinson, reports of impending fund management outsourcing, including multiple private pension fund managers, are merely speculative.
A consulting firm has been hired and we await their deliberations to create greater value for the pensioners who benefit from this fund.
Minister Robinson says the consultants will carry out a comprehensive review of the NIF's investment and risk management policies. In the meantime, she says the NIF recorded strong financial performance, with net assets growing to $106.2 billion at the end of March 2018.
For the first quarter in this fiscal year, the net assets of the NIF grew by 7.37% to $114.02 billion, when compared to 2.03% over the similar quarter of the 2017-2018 financial year.
Over the last 3 years, the NIF's investment portfolio has been diversified to include equities, real estate bonds, and loans. Since the start of this financial year, the equity portfolio has grown by 7.16%, while the bonds and loans portfolios are up 9.67%. And finally, the east and westbound approaches to the 3 Miles intersection along Spanish Town Road in the corporate area are to be closed. The closure takes effect this Sunday and is expected to last at least 8 months. This will effectively prohibit traffic through the 3 Miles intersection. The National Works Agency NWA says this additional traffic change is to accommodate the ongoing bridge construction work at the location. A double-tier overpass bridge is being constructed at 3 Miles as part of the Hagley Park Road Improvement Project. Motorists heading towards 6 Miles from downtown Kingston along Spanish Town Road should use Waltham Park Road, Bay Farm Road and Caenwood Road, exiting at Spanish Town Road in the vicinity of Amalgamated Distributors. The opposite obtains for persons traveling from 6 Miles along Spanish Town Road towards downtown Kingston. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Carrie Ann Smith. Thanks for watching.